Hello students, welcome to all of you. In my previous lecture, just we have studied about order of reaction, types of order of reaction, and in which I have taught you in detail what is zero order reaction with examples and what is the integrated zero order reaction and also the relation of rate constant of zero order reaction with a half-life period. And there I have derived an important formula which is very important for you. So must remember the formula concerned to rate constant of zero order and their relation with T half. Also what is the unit of zero order reaction. And in today's lecture we are going to study what is first order reaction and how integrated rate law for first order reaction can be determined, and what are the main examples of first order reaction, and also we have to study in this point that what is the unit of first order reaction. So let's start with first order reaction. So first of all, what is the definition of first order reaction? So children, very simply it can be defined as the reaction in which the rate of the reaction is directly proportional to the first power of the concentration of the reactant. Listen sincerely. The first order reaction can be defined as the reaction in which the rate of the reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant. Directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant is called first order reaction. For example, that is inversion of cane sugar, that is C12H22O11. This is your cane sugar or sucrose reacts with water under the presence of certain catalysts resulting the formation of glucose. That one, C6H12O6. So in this children, if you find its rate, d by dt of R for this reaction will be as C12H22O11 and concentration of H2O. So concentration of, in this case, only the concentration of this C12H22O11 gets changed and having one power, and the concentration of water doesn't change. So this is the example of first order reaction. Similarly, another example, you have heard this very compound CH3COO62H5, which is a ethyl acetate or also called ethyl ethanoate, when gets hydrolyzed and resulting the formation of ethanoic acid, acetic acid and ethanol. So in this children also, only the concentration of this reactant gets changed and the concentration of water doesn't change. That is determined experimentally. So this is also similar like first one, showing first order reaction. One more example I writing. You have children heard the name of this very compound, that is nothing, it is ethylene or generally called ethene, C2H4. When gets hydrogenated, means action with hydrogen and resulting the formation of C2H6, that is ethane. So in this reaction also, the concentration of this ethene gets changed only and the concentration of hydrogen doesn't change. So according to definition, they are the examples of first order reaction. Similarly, decomposition of nitrogen pentoxide or decomposition of nitrogen dioxides are also the good examples of first order reaction. Alright? Now come on the point, how the integrated rate law for first order reaction can be determined. So integrated rate law for first order reaction. For first order reaction, so on the basis of definition of first order, children, let us consider a hypothetical reaction. Let us consider a hypothetical reaction in which a reactant R gets converted into product in such a manner. Let us consider a hypothetical reaction. Suppose it is of first order in which a reactant R gets converted into product. So the rate of this very reaction can be determined as usual, as I have described in previous lecture. So rate of this reaction can be determined as, so rate, as you are knowing, that is what? That is determined is minus d by dt of R, and that is equal to what? That means according to definition, that is depends upon the concentration of one of the reactant. So that is K and concentration of reactant R. Am I right, children? And this minus sign clearly indicates that there is decrease in the concentration of a reactant. This minus sign clearly indicates that decrease in the concentration of the reactant, and this K is nothing, K is called rate constant. K is called rate constant. Suppose, children, this is equation 1, or more simply this can be written as minus d by R. This can also be written as, just like transposing minus dr concentration of R by R is equal to kdt. Can be written just like transposing this R transposed here and dt transposed here. Am I right, student? So this expression become as such. And suppose this is showing equation number 1. And now, as I have discussed in previous lecture during the derivation of integrated rate constant for zero order reaction, we have to follow an mathematical terminology that is known as integration. So just integrating equation 1, and you are knowing the symbol of integration, that is as. So this symbol is showing integration, and in that integration we have to apply one rule, that is integral of 1 by, this symbol is also read as integral. Integration is the general word, general terminology of mathematics, and normally it is read as integral of 1 by x dx is log ex, where e is the base. Where e is the base and formula of 1 by x dx is log x. So integrating equation 1. So on integration, what will happen? Write the symbol as such. Just provide the symbol that will show we are going to integrate the equation 1. So this dr by r just analogous to this formula. Means integral of dr by r means dx by x. It is similar to dx by x. So dx by x, integral of dx by x is log x. So similarly integral of dr by r will become minus log er. Am I right? And as you are knowing, k integral of dt, I have already also taught that integral of dx is dx. So integral of dt will be t and k is a constant. So k doesn't count in the integration. So k into t. And one point you have also there noticed that during integration an integral constant is added there. and that constant is nothing, that is I or C. Suppose this is I, where I is a integral constant. I is known as integration constant. Okay? So in this expression, children, when t is 0 and r equals to r0, then we can easily find the value of r by putting this condition in this very question which is coming after integration. Put t is equal to 0 and r is equal to r0, then the value of I will come what, children? Similarly minus, that will come minus log e r0. Am I right? So put this value of I in equation number 2. The value which is coming, integral constant is coming here I. So put this value in equation number 2. So by putting, what you will get? Minus log ER is equals to KT and minus log E R0. Can be written. Suppose I transposing this minus sign. So that means minus is going to multiply in both the sides. So that may be written as log E R is minus KT and plus log E into R0. And children, just you can compare this equation with the general equation y is equal to mx plus c. Means when you plot, that is time versus log r, when you plot time versus log r, then according to this comparison, see clearly y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the tan theta or slope, the value of m or tan theta here is minus k, and intercept c is what? That is c here, intercept to c is log er0, and the straight line is comes, children. Straight lines will come in which the slope or tan theta will be minus k, and intercept will be, that is intercept c will be log this one, log er0. Log er0 will be the intercept if you plot t versus log r in the reference of first order reaction. Okay? So suppose, children, this is equation number 3. Now equation 3 can be written like as, come first, this is equation 3, so this equation can be written as in the same form. That is what? That can be equation 3 can be written as, I just transposing KT here, so KT will become log E R0 minus log ER. And you are knowing one formula, log m minus log n is log m by n. Children, you are knowing very simple logarithm, log m by n is log m minus log n. So applying this formula, this can be written as KT is equals to log E, that is R0 upon R. Concentration of R0 divided by concentration of R, where R0 represents initial concentration and R represents final concentration. And in this expression which is coming here, just children, change base E to the base 10. Very important point. You have to change base E to the base 10. Then you are knowing that the base log E, x suppose is given. We have to change into 10 base. So that is written as 2.303 into log 10 x. Must remember this formula for changing this base E, because the value of this exponent E is varies from in between 2 and 3. Where is in between 2 and 3, that is just equal to 2.303. Alright, so this may be written as kt is equal to 2.303 into log 10 r0 by r. Can be written r, this can also be written as k is equals to 2.303 by t into log 10 r, concentration of r0 upon concentration of r. So this very expression, question 4, represents the rate expression for first order reaction, in which k is the rate constant, t is the time, r0 is the initial concentration, and r is the final concentration. Alright, student, and the unit of this first order reaction is per time. The unit of this first order reaction is per time, or you can say generally it is per second, per minute, per hour, according to the question. So this is the derivation of first order reaction for rate law, integrated rate law for first order reaction, and in this in next lecture I will discuss you in detail how this k is related with half-life period. So remember it, how this is derivated, very important, and very simply I have given you its explanation. So must remember children. So that's all. Thank you for joining us.